A pass underneath for Fournette.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive.
And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he kept it.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Cooper Kupp, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Off the play fake, Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air again with Winston. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jameis to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
To Josh Hill.
Josh Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's good.
They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. What do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
So that one will be accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
He's had a solid start to this game. The bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. They find some open field here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They'll run with Henry.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Escaping the pressure right.
And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Caught left side by Funchess. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20.
Play action now, Winston. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They don't really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Final play of the half here. Winston. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
For a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Quincy Enunwa, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the 2nd half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Spins away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They've been able to... Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That is caught inside the 5. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of it.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
And this carries into the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard
here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about 10. And Winston lost the football. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Detroit. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Oh, incomplete. Help there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Going up top for Kupp, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
There defensively.
Herbert back to the air. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And goal to go.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if some we're trying to win a game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Again, it's Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That one complete to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary. Pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He'll be kind of looking to erase the first part of this third quarter from his memory partner.
I think he, above all, was upset that they actually got to halftime. Because you saw him in the first half. He was really sharp,
and they had
good,
the lead.
Had the lead. Everything was going well. And you know you keep telling yourself, just stay up, stay motivated. But sometimes at halftime can kill your mojo.
Yeah, now he's had an interception, a fumble. We'll see what he does here. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Detroit.
A toss running left, Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, his throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Gets this one to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one is.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. David Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
Set to kick off.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Nevin Lawson with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that. Throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5. At the Titans' 6-yard line.
To throw, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Mariota sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on second and long. Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 33. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
3-yard line.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said at the defensive level. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
News. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. I think this one might just be over.
And it's up and good. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on second down. Winston looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Jameis again. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
You got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Green Bay Packers versus Justin Herbert and the Tennessee Titans.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
Number 22, Derrick Henry.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the credit.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike of the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
White on the tackle.
The numbers a week ago for Michel. 19 carries, 68 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. On the ground, Michel. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Byron Murphy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 40.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's a gain of
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A second down throw here for Mariota. He's got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Again, it's Mariota. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Tucker lining up for
Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. Taken about 7 yards deep. That he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 25-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Mack Wilson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard scamper. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
And now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
14.
On 2nd down, Michel, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Sony Michel won't get there. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And the Titans first down.
First down, Mariota. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over. Gave them great field position. Turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Did didn't happen also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 34.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Sony Michel.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's third down.
On the play by Patrick Chung.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Titans 21.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Malik.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tight.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Left side here to Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Titans, 38-yard.
They go play action with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Justin Herbert sacked.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to the air, Herbert on second down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Malik Hooker, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Michelle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
16 yards, a first down.
First
and we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Julian Edelman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Lining up for the
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. So that Now, 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Intercepted. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. A quick pass to Kupp. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be second down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Throwing again. Herbert going up top for Kupp. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and it's third down.
And 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
31, Titans 21. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Sideline throw, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Herbert.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for A.J.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A.J. Brown.
Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. It's so tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
They'll give Henry another shot. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal?
At the 1-yard line.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
38-yard line.
Jackson now. This complete to Henry over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
the 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Jackson, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Now Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And Jackson throwing once more. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Second and 5. At the 5-yard line.
On second down now, Michel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
On the tackle.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by... Carl Joseph. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And 6.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And they corral him, Jim.
We talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness. Ground out, tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 2-yard line.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson. Touchdown, Packers. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that one goes incomplete. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For A.J. Brown, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll take this one down to the 30.
Not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's... It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Michelle. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 27-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want.
And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
6 at the 18-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
49.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
You ain't even eat while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this lose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing
it. Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his first pass is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Play by Patrick Chung.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay.
That's good for a Texans first down.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Derrick Henry.
At the 45-yard line.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Derrick Henry, you may remember last year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing, one of only 2 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won in the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals. And then up from behind came Henry. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down. It's Henry, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kawann Short, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all, and you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Back to Brown, this time complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end